Oh, I didn't even know we had a game before tonight. I clearly have been dozing off from hockey. Yes, we sure... Oh. I'm sorry, I must be at the wrong show. Ah, that's better. Yes, that was an amazing game that the Ducks played on Monday night. I'm not sure if you clearly said that you missed it. But, dude, that was the best Ducks game that I had seen all that night long.
Bruh.
So, with all that being said, the Ducks won? They won! Woohoo! The Ducks won a game, and convincingly. 5-1, the final against the San Jose Sharks. And in that game, Patrick Marleau had the only goal for the Sharks, so thus you could technically say Ducks 5, Patrick Marleau 1. And even though he plays on a division rival, I have a lot of respect for him. He's about 15 or so games away from most all time. So if only I had my Ducks hat here, I would tip my cap. So here, individual cap tip to Patrick Marleau. That is an extraordinary feat that you are about to accomplish. So as I mentioned, for the scoring, Patrick Marleau had the goal for the Sharks. Henrique added his 11th of the year in the first period off a great pass from Danton Heinen, scoring from the dot. Maxime Comtois added his 11th goal on a power play. That's not supposed to happen. Since when did the Ducks score on the power play? That was, he said on the broadcast, that was just our second power play goal in our last 28 attempts. Sam Carrick assisted on the goal along with Drysdale, which is great. Isaac Lundestrom gets his 6th of the year in the second period, assisted to Josh Manson, who made a pass from behind the net to get it to him, and David Backes. San Nicolas gets back in the scoring action with goal number 4 of the year, assists to Troy Terry and Ben Hutton, and David Backes adds an empty netter with 7 minutes remaining, which is kind of surprising. I don't know why a coach would pull a goalie with 7 minutes remaining. If I'm down by 3, I would wait till about maybe 5 minutes or 4 minutes. 7 minutes, that's almost half of the period. Not the best move. The goal for Backes is his 3rd of the year, so it's cool to see Mr. Backes get on the board. He doesn't really play a whole lot for us. So in this game, in total, we had 13 different Duck players get on the score sheet. Again, the goals from Henrique, Comtois, Lundestrom, Nicolas Deslauriers, and David Backes. And who's our next series coming up against? Oh no. It's the Colorado Avalanche. Well, it's been nice knowing all of you. Time for the Ducks to go get blown the heck out. I'm just kidding. Let's go outside and preview that series coming up. Also, one last update. For Angels news, I learned that they changed their pitching matchups for this weekend. Quintana will go Saturday, and Cobb will go Sunday. They pushed Ohtani's start to Monday in Kansas City when we go to play the Royals because of that blister on his finger, and they're just being extra cautious with it. We'll talk about that on the Angels video, so do stay tuned for the Angels video. That should be out Monday. But for now, let's go outside and talk the next series tonight against Colorado at home. Welcome to QUACKAST. This is episode 19 of the show, and today we are going to talk about the series at home against the Colorado Avalanche. A very tough team indeed.
Correct!
Even though they got embarrassed in Minnesota just a couple nights ago by a count of 8-3, that team is still stacked throughout the lineup. Even though one of their players in that game Jacob MacDonald, a defenseman, got suspended for an illegal check to the head. That's not a really big loss for Colorado. They still have talent scattered throughout that lineup. Let's go over some of the players to watch for in this game tonight. For Colorado, we will start with them. Nathan MacKinnon, in his last 5 games, has 5 goals and 9 points. Overall this season, through 35 games, he has 15 goals, 32 assists, 47 points, and a plus 21 rating. Wow. He leads the team in points as well. And second to him is his teammate, Mikko Rantanen, with a grand total of 46 points, 22 goals and 24 assists for goals and assists total, plus 18 rating, which is very impressive. Also, Cale Makar this season has 4 assists. Well, he has 4 assists in his last 5 games, and overall, he has 4 goals and 23 assists for 27 points. Defenseman Devon Toews is also a +4. A native of Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, left-hand shot. So I just mentioned overall 6 goals, 16 assists, 22 points, and a plus 21 rating overall in the season. So a lot of high plus minus leaders for this Colorado team, and also I mentioned he's a +4 in his last 5. And now for the Ducks side, got quite a few players to watch here. As we've mentioned this guy's name a few times already on the show, Adam Henrique, 2 goals in the last 5 games, and overall 11 goals and 6 assists for 17 points. -9 rating though through 36 games. That is not very good. Max Jones has 3 assists in his last 5 games. Not a ton of goals though, only 5 this season, but 5 goals, 4 assists for 9 points in a total of 30 games played. Derek Grant, 3 points in his last 5, and 4 goals and 6 assists for 10 points overall. And Nicholas Delorier, son Nicholas, got his first goal in quite a while in the game on Monday against the Sharks, is a +3 in his last 5. But only has 4 goals and 4 assists for 8 points. Not a guy who'll score you a lot of goals, but he can get the job done on the 4th line for the Ducks. The Ducks activated Rickard Cale from the injured reserve.
No.
Now, there are some injury updates to report. For the Avalanche, they've still been in without Pavel Francouz, their backup goalie, all year long. Matt Calvert is still out with an upper body injury, so maybe somewhere up here. Eric Johnson, same story. Bowen Byram was placed in their COVID protocol. He's a big name to watch for in the future for all you diehard hockey fans who care about these good, crazy names. Still injured for us. Hampus Lindholm's been out for a rest. He's still got another few weeks till recovery. I don't even know what the heck happened to Brendan Gooley. Sonny Milano's still been out with an upper body injury.
Ouch!
Disappointment. Rowney's out for the rest of the year. Sam Steele has not practiced with the team. He's been out for 4 games, and Getzlaf has been out for 2. Upper body injuries for both Steele and Getzy. Predictions? Well, I'm going with a massacre tonight, so sayonara, guys. I'm going to go with a score of 7-1, Colorado, even though in our 6 games against Colorado, we're 2-2-2. And for the second game of that series, that is the Sunday game, 3 o'clock Pacific time, so a little bit of a matinee-style game. 5-2 prediction. There's no way that the Ducks are going to be able to keep up with this team.
That is correct.
So guys, do tell me what you think in the comments below about how we're going to do in these 2 games. Even though we're 2-2-2 in the games this year against Colorado, 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 losses beyond regulation, both of which were in overtime. This is going to be really, really tough. And even though we've played competitive, very, very good teams like the Golden Knights tough, I just don't know. So that is it for this episode. Tell me what you thought in the comments below. You're welcome to say anything you want. You can say, hey, you're a terrible filmer and you should look at the camera more often and not look all over the place. Okay. You can say what you want. Hey, you're a terrible YouTuber. Okay.
True.
Fine. Just hit subscribe, click the bell if you want, and as I keep saying a lot, leave your comments below. Go Ducks, let's get a win tonight.